How we doing out there? I hope everybody's great. It's good to be back. I am coming to you live from a beautiful fall day here in New Jersey. Check it out. This is the other side of the property that I was at in the last video. This is a different lake over here. There's like a handful of lakes on this property. Sorry, the ground is uneven here. I apologize. It's a beautiful little spot to sit and chill. Good morning. Happy Friday. I want to speak on our roles as co-creators right now on the planet, and the fact that since the October 6th gateway opening, activation, whatever you want to call that, I was lit up like a Christmas tree for about 3.5 days after October 6th. Whatever wave that was. I wasn't sleeping. I was eating only my body only wanted like raw food and green juice and fruit and stuff. And I was functioning not in this reality. I was somewhere out there for 3.5 days, just straight channeling, not in my body, but anchoring in whatever it was. And with that wave came the green light for us to be able to fully stand in whatever creations we are here to produce on this planet right now. It's taken away my fear of survival in my art, as an artist. It's taken away like that idea in my head of like, yeah, right, who's gonna buy my rinky-dink paintings? I can't be a struggling artist. I need to be, I need to work a mundane bullshit matrix job in order to survive. Like being an artist and creating my work, whatever that is, because I work multimedia. I work with multiple medias. But the reality of like me actually being able to survive from that is here. Like the energy is there for us to stand and step up into it and let go of, the fear of lack or the fear of failure or whatever it is that's holding you back from fully stepping into what you're being called to do on this planet. Are you being called to work with herbs and be an herbalist? Are you being called to be a Reiki healer? Are you being called to work with animals? Are you being called to work with kids? Whatever it is that you're being called to create and step into that you never really thought would be realistic as a job or a functioning way of surviving here, these programs are dissolving in front of our eyes. These old archaic slave programs are dissolving, right? And as they collapse, the importance of us stepping up into our co-creator roles is imperative right now, right? There are multiple different timelines at play here. There are multiple different ways things could go down when the shit hits the fan, which it's coming. It's coming. And that's where my tears came from the other day in my video. It's like being back on the East Coast. I'm not afraid. I think it's the unknowingness of what timeline's going to play out and how things are going to go down, like not knowing that. Because every time I try to tap in and see what's going to happen, I see 3 different major timelines that are at play right now that could go down. And so, by us stepping up and stepping into our roles here, it sways the pendulum towards one timeline over, let's say, another, right? And ultimately, at the end of the day, the reason why many of us are here, incarnate right now, is to help this beautiful planet shed her 3D skin in the most gracious, undestructive or indestructive way, right? With the least drama. The opportunity and the energy is here to allow for that. So I was guided to share with you guys today on co-creation. You know, what are you being called to do? Tell me, I want to know. Share with me in my comments, message me personally. If you could do anything on this planet as a profession, as a service, as a whatever for others, what would it be? What would it be? Really think about it. And once you hone in on that, start taking little steps to making it happen, making it a reality, right? I still wake up and I still put on my, my muggle face and go to my little silly job and, okay, we'll play that character today, like I make a joke of it at this point because it's just so silly. I'm not functioning in this reality anymore. 95% of the time, I'm not. Like, this is all just a simulation, and I'm just grateful for it all. Like, hey, cool, like. No fear, right? But stepping into our co-creation roles. The energy is here that's allowing. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but the energy is here that's allowing for that. So try to let go of the fear of monetary survival, right? Financial survival. We still have a little bit longer we have to deal with, this matrix as far as the way it's been as a slave system. So yeah, we still have to deal with our silly little jobs for a little while longer. But in the meantime, you guys, spend your spare time off your phone and creating what it is you're here to create. You're being called to do that. The intensity is ramping up every single day. It's like it feels like a balloon that's getting ready to pop, kind of a thing, only it's going the other way. It's like things are being squeezed. That's how it feels energetically for me. Things are being squeezed right now. Squeeze, till we get to a point where it's like, poof, and not everybody's going to make it, which is fine, right? We all end up at the same place eventually. But those of us who are tuned in and online, we don't need to be doing anything. We are being called to step up into our creator roles and share our gifts with others so that we can help spread that frequency to others, right? When you're standing in your power and your sovereignty and you're doing what it is you're here on this planet to do, that frequency is indescribable. There's no words I can say to express to you what that energy field is, right? But just you being in that, every single place you go, whoever's around you unconsciously is being activated by your energy field, right? You are a god. You are a co-creator. Remember that. And when we are standing in that sovereignty, it's like it's like a shockwave to the field of every single person that you encounter every day. Whether they know it or not, most don't, right? But on a subconscious level, energetic level, you're activating those around you. That's what we're here to be doing. We're here to be lighting this planet up. Light it up, keep it lit. God, I haven't said that in a really long time. Light it up, keep it lit. Yes. I used to say that all the time. Light it up, keep it lit. Wings up, game face on. Whoo, right? Whoo. So that's what I wanted to share. It's been difficult being back on the East Coast. It's been a blessing and a curse, right? I'm surrounded by extremely low vibration. I'm surrounded by extreme density after so many years of living in non-density, right? Much less density. Living in a Stargate for the past 13 years has been fucking paradise compared to this. And when I moved back, I said to myself, like, I'm not staying here. Like, this is just very, very temporary, you know? And over these last 6 months, I've been blessed and fortunate enough to realize that, like, these 6 months of my hibernating down here in the middle of nowhere, living with my dad in a retirement area of New Jersey where I know nobody, it's been the biggest blessing of my life, other than getting activated by my mom in dream time. This has been the second most profound, important time ever for me, because not only have I been able to focus on my healing through therapy, through sobriety, through processing my old shit that I needed to deal with in order to move on and move up from things, I'm also fulfilling karmic contracts that I have with my dad that I wasn't aware of. And I'm very, very grateful for that. You know, I came here and I was like, fuck this, I'm not fucking staying here. Are you kidding me? New York's about to go under any second. Fuck that, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this. Like, when shit hits the fan, what the fuck are we gonna do down here? There's no resources for me out here. In Sedona, at least, when I was off grid, I was able to build a network of other people who have acreage in northern Arizona and other places that I could flee to when shit hits the fan. I had a van full of stuff that would build me a camp that you wouldn't believe, and I could make it happen if shit went down. You know, out here I don't have those resources. And so it's not about being fearful. I'm not fearful. I'm just the not knowing what's gonna happen, because there's multiple timelines playing out right now. That's where my tears came from. Feeling safe, quite frankly, here in the tri-state area. I don't feel safe here. I don't feel protected. I know I'm protected, right? Forgive me. They're like, check yourself, you are protected. Like, okay, yeah, but I don't feel comfort in not knowing and not being in a place where I have many resources. I have my dad. And I know that when the time comes, and whatever comes is going to come, that the opportunity to figure it out will present itself, and the people that are supposed to come to me, or me to them, will take place. I have full faith in that. Every time I've reflected on, you know, my next move, like, what's the next plan? This is just a stepping stone, coming home and like regrouping and figuring out what's next. Like, I'm shown, like, no, you're not going anywhere right now. Like, chill, you're not going anywhere. So, you know, I'm assigned to my dad karmically. We have karmic contracts that are being fulfilled, and I'm not going to leave his side. The karmic contracts I had with my mom came after she passed. You know, my mom's the one that activated my gifts. She came to me in a dream, and it was the most lucid, tangible experience I've ever had in dream time, still to this day. I could feel her in my gut before I saw her in the dream. And she brought my sister and I together, and the next day it was game on. All of my clairs were on, my eyes, my ears, my feeling, my knowingness, everything turned on, got activated. And it was my mom that did that. So out here it's a big test again. You know, I ran away from this place because it was like breathing underwater energetically. I had to get out so that I could integrate all of the things that were happening to me when I woke up. Ooh, she only almost flew over. And now coming back, you know, in meditation multiple times over these last few months, I've been shown, like, the frequencies and the energies that I'm bringing from Sedona are extremely important to be anchored here. I get it. Okay, I get it. I'm in the trenches. It's my job. Okay, fine. But it's like, I'm all alone out here in these streets, you know? Like, where's my peeps, you know? Speaking on that, I had a huge call. I made a huge call after that 10-6 activation. I had been up for days and I hadn't been eating. I was just lit up like a Christmas tree, and I was just exhausted, ready to really rest. And I was laying in my bed staring up at the ceiling, and I just burst into tears, calling on my squad to bring me my soul family. I need helpers, I need help. Please, please, please send me my people, send me my family. I need help. I can't be doing this all alone out here. I mean, I can, but it's fucking rough, dude. And I sent that call out, and over these past few weeks, since the 6th again, I've been coming across different YouTube channels of people that I've never seen before. They keep showing up in my timeline. I don't know where they came from. They have way too little subscribers and views than they should, just like myself, with all due respect for the things that they say. I mean, not because of ego reasons or popularity or anything like that. It's like the things that these beings that I found, these people that I found recently, who are my soul family, and I'm grateful for that, but the things they're sharing are truths. They're sharing the real shit. It's not sugar coated, it's not manufactured, it's not overly produced. And I say all that to say, like, they've been saying the same things that I have. These handful of people that I found recently after sending the call out, these people, my soul family, are starting to trickle in. And they're saying the same exact thing as me, as far as, like, over these past couple of weeks, they're having the intense urge and they're being called to start sharing again online. And that's because these frequencies coming in from the sun are activating so many people on this planet, it's not even funny. And it's our job to be there for these little ones waking up now, right? They're the all-stars of the game, really. Could you imagine waking up right now at the last 10 seconds of the game? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? I've had 15 years to figure this stuff out. These kids coming online now, oh my God. Whew. And it's our job to help them get in the game and get integrated as fast and efficiently as possible with the least amount of fear as possible, right? So, going back to creation and standing in our roles as creators here, do what it is you're here to do with no fear. Little bits and pieces every day. Make effort to make things happen that you're being drawn to do or called to do. Because it's helping those that are waking up now. The frequency of that is helping those waking up now. That's what we're here to do as ascended masters on this planet. So, I love you. I'm gonna go now because there's a lady walking by with her babies and I don't want to show them on camera. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. And I will see you very soon.
So tired of this bare minimum shit. Don't you understand? You stand before a goddess. Running my patience, just know I've been too gracious. So tired of this bare minimum bullshit. Next time you chase me from our past lives, know this time I'm healing. I'm not here to bend.